whoever the fuck is out here saying that I escaped from prison, you got it all wrong first, okay? I didn't escape from prison. I got an escape charge from Cook County in Chicago. And I didn't really escape, all right? The motherfucking people let me out. They released me. And I wasn't even supposed to be released. I'm on the N1 high profile tier, right? Waiting to be extradited to Wayne County. So after that, I can be shipped off to prison. They come call me out my bed and tell me to pack up. I'm thinking I'm going to Wayne County, about to be shipped out to a whole nother state, right? No, I get sent to the bullpen, and when they call my name and they say I'm being released, I'm like, there's a dude in there with my same name and my same birthday, and he was being released, and they got the files mixed up. So when I was in that bullpen and they came and they told me I was being released, I'm not finna argue with that. I was looking at 15 years, okay? I didn't give a fuck about nothing. I was just glad I was getting out to go get high yet again, okay? So when they went and told me to dress out, it still didn't dawn on them that I didn't have no street clothes to dress out in because I was extradited from another county to this county, okay? So I still had on my correction facility blues. So when Sergeant Queen was like, well, you don't have no clothes, and a lot of inmates, they do come in and they get heavier, or they indigent, or they came in naked, or they bums. So they had this big bin of clothes that she told me to go to get dressed out in. So I found some pants and some shoes, but I was so big that they ain't had no shirt. And she was like, all right, turn your uniform shirt inside out and bring it back. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. So when they let me the fuck out and they cashed my goddamn shit out, not mine, old boy's money on commissary. So I had a little money. I think I had like $200 something. So my ass gets a jitney on the corner, straight out the county, okay? And I paid this jitney to take me to the train. I get the first train ticket out that motherfucker, which was going to Peoria, Illinois. And when I get to Peoria, Illinois, I stop, I eat lunch, and I start this conversation with this chick named Jessica. All right, so I decided to stay there for a minute. I mean, shit, well, like they really gonna be looking for me for real? Listen, they don't, okay? This thing happens. They just keep it on the hush hush, all right? So I'm in Peoria, Illinois, and I actually stay there for like 2 or 3 fucking months. And I get comfortable like every dumb criminal does, right? I'm best friends now with her brother named Ray, and I help him, his dad, his uncle with a landscaping service. And they like real cool, like white folks. This is a small town. They ain't never been in a big city. I lied to them, said I was there for school. And they don't know that I'm a whole ex-convict. I'm running from the motherfucking jail and shit. I have escaped. Well, I didn't escape. They let me out. I just didn't tell them the truth. Okay? So they don't know that, you know, I'm from the gangs and shit and robbing people. Just a horrible background. So one night we're sitting around after we worked on some trees and doing a pond, and we all they getting drunk off beer and shit, you know, because I don't drink or nothing like that at the time. And they get real high and shit, and they tell me we all about to put on all black and we gonna go cow tipping. Now, I don't know what the fuck cow tipping is, but the way they getting dressed in all black and putting on shiesty masks and shit, and some of them putting on bandanas, you know, I thought they was gonna go rob somebody. So I went to my car, grabbed my pistol and shit, put on my little mask where I had like this hat and just like this scarf thing around my mouth. I get in my car and they tell me the address that they gonna go cow tipping at. Well, they stopped to get beer first, and I didn't understand that either. I'm like, we just gonna do this job? I mean, what the fuck? So I get to the address first. Once I get to the address, they're still not here, and I see like this lady going back and forth, you know, on the porch and shit. And I'm like, you know, I better call them, let them know and shit that somebody on the porch. So I call Ray. I'm like, look, somebody on the porch. I don't think we're going to be able to do this cow tipping. He was like, go ahead, start the cow tipping, Mo. So I was like, all right. So I hung up the phone. I run up on the porch because now she's back in the house. I look through the window and I see she's sitting, and then there's another old man that's sitting in the chair smoking his pipe. So I decided to go around back, break in the lock and shit. I had to kick this other like door thing down, but she didn't hear me. And as I go into the like dining room area, I grab the old man, hold him like this, and tell her to come here, or I'm gonna snap his neck. So she listen, okay. I didn't know what cow tipping was, okay. So long story short, I had them both tied up in the chair. When Ray and them came, they were calling my cell phone, wondering where I was. I said, I'm already in the house, you know. He comes in the house and he look. And I'm like, what did you want to do? I had already had their jewelry, already had like a whole bunch of shit. The lady was crying. And he was like, this is my grandfather and this is my aunt. He was like, what did you think cow tipping was? I didn't know. So from this bullshit that I pulled, okay, because keep in mind, I said that I didn't drink beer, but I didn't say I wasn't on my own drugs, okay, high as fuck at the time on other things. So long story short, they called the motherfucking cops and I went back to Cook County.